Hi everyone, how are you? Once again, as you know that which chapter we are taking or in continuation, that will be the chapter 8, cell and unit of life. Already we have done types of cells, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Then we had done characteristics of eukaryotic cells, and then cell components. Means we are just going through the cell organelle. Cell organelle, tiny components which are present in the cell, that is, these are called cell organelle. So here in the previous session we have done cell membrane, fluid mosaic membrane or model, which are given by Sanger and Nicholson. So now today we will start, that will be cell organelle. The first endomembrane system we have yesterday or in the previous session we have done endomembrane system. In endomembrane system, which are means those are components, their function of those components which functions are coordinating to each other. Means one is doing function, that will be connected to the another one. Then that is doing the function, then another connected to the another one. It means that is a in coordination. So those components or those cell organelles which functions are in coordinating to each other. So now then that is called that all system organelles combinedly called endomembrane system, in which we have done the first organelle of that endomembrane system, that is endoplasmic reticulum, which we have done. There are total 4. Here in endomembrane system there are total endomembrane system, you can say. In that total 4. One is endoplasmic reticulum, which we have done. Second one, Golgi apparatus, which we have today we have to start. Third one, that is lysosomes, and fourth one, vacuole. So that one which is given you also endomembrane system. It already started. So now today we will start Golgi apparatus. Then we will see what function done by endoplasmic reticulum. Means which function is performed by endoplasmic reticulum, then how that function will be interconnected with Golgi apparatus. So because of that we are including in this endomembrane system. Is that clear? Means endomembrane system, those organelles which functions together, means that functions are interrelated to each other. So now earlier we have done endoplasmic reticulum, which are doing the job of protein synthesis and lipid synthesis. Now then how that will be Golgi apparatus interconnected to each other. Means that you know that Golgi apparatus means that will be just near the closely associated with the endoplasmic reticulum. So why? Because what function is performed by, that will be further, it will move towards the Golgi apparatus, then move to the next one. So see here, first of all, Golgi apparatus. In Golgi apparatus it is also called Golgi body. It is also called Golgi body. You know why it is called Golgi body? Why it is called? Because it was first of all in 1898, I think, that will be Camillo Golgi, biologist Camillo Golgi. First of all, he had seen these are just some structures he had seen just near the nucleus. As you know, this endoplasmic reticulum also just near the nucleus, and that Golgi body is also just near the nucleus, or just you can say near the endoplasmic reticulum. So after his name, Camillo Golgi, after his name, that is called Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. Why it is called apparatus? Why it is called body? Because it is a group of, here the number of group of sac-like structure or plate-like structure, and that is a membrane bound. That is a membrane. All these are in eukaryotic cell. All organelles are having membrane. So now then, that here these are that sac-like structure, membrane bound sac-like structure or plate-like structure. These are called cisternae. What is it called? Cisternae. CIS. Okay, cisternae. So now then structure plate-like, disc-like. May suppose just like a curve. In that this is a plate, you can say like this. So now then just in the one side that will be just bulging out, and in there that is a you can say pressed structure. So now then here how can we now then like this, and these are membrane bound. Then one more is there. these are also membrane bound, and then here also these are called, these sac like structures are called cisternae. Here also, and then it is also called apparatus because number of plate like structure they are forming, right? So this is called this is called Golgi apparatus or Golgi body, and this one is called, all these are called cisternae. What is it called? Cisternae. This sac like structure, just like a plate, and one side it will be bulging out, other side it is having a cavity like structure, or it is a concave structure. So then that will be, you can see that is the two faces are there, one is convex side, other one is concave side. So now then convex side is called cis face, or you can say forming face, is also called forming face. And concave sides mean this one inside, this one you can say this one convex side, this is called forming face. Inside that is a concave side, this one, this is called concave side, and this is cis phase, it is maturing phase. What is it called? Maturing phase. This concave side, that is a concave side. Okay, convex side is a forming phase, and convex side that is called maturing phase. Means suppose that one like this is my hand, this is called cisternae, having the double membrane bound structure. This one is called, that is a maturing phase. This one is called convex phase, or is also called convex phase is called forming phase, and concave phase is called maturing phase. So this one is a maturing phase, this one is called forming phase, right? This is the about the cisternae, and this always, this convex phase just towards the endoplasmic reticulum. Always this Golgi body just near the, suppose this is a nucleus, suppose this is a nucleus, right? That is a nuclear membrane, and here that endoplasmic reticulum, which we have done, you know, like this, and just endoplasmic reticulum, then we have got cisternae. So towards the cisternae towards the endoplasmic reticulum, convex side will be there. So then we can say like this. This convex face is there, that will be towards the endoplasmic reticulum. This one endoplasmic reticulum. This one cisternae or Golgi body. So now then here that will be convex face towards the endoplasmic reticulum, that mature face away from the endoplasmic reticulum. So now why it is so? So we see that that function, again I am saying. Now then Golgi body, the function of Golgi body, now then that is only performing the main function to synthesize the packaging material, and that to be delivered to the interspace of the cell. Number of components are there, in between that space is filled by that material which is synthesized by Golgi body. Now then that will be sometime, one thing is there. Second, that whatever the products are produced here in endoplasmic reticulum, what things are synthesizing, that will be transferred to this one. Those will transfer to this one, which one? Forming phase or convex phase, and then that will come to the concave phase. Here that suppose protein synthesis is there in endoplasmic reticulum. So now then what protein is synthesized here, that will be transferred to the convex phase of Golgi body. Then it will be coming and modified into, then it will be modified. That protein will be modified, and before transferring to maturing phase. Means whatever the changes should be required in that particular type of protein, that will be changes here, and then it will transfer to mature phase, and then through this Golgi body it will go where they require, right? So then one function is there to synthesizing packaging material, which will go to the maybe intercellular space, or sometimes it will be out of the cell. Now then second thing, whatever the things are produced in endoplasmic reticulum, it will be delivered to the convex phase of cisternae, and then it will be go to the mature phase, and then that they will move towards the where they require. So this is the region. Question is there, give reason why all the Golgi body always just facing towards the endoplasmic reticulum. What is the reason for that? So reason is this, then because the things which are produced here, which will be delivered to the convex phase or forming phase of cisternae, then there will be changes occur and then transfer to the mature phase, and then it will be moved towards the where they require. So then the transfer, you know how can it will be? First the things are produced in endoplasmic reticulum, that will go to the convex phase, or that is a forming phase, right? Then it will go to the maturing phase, then it will move towards the where they require they will go. So this is the why it will be interconnected. Then endomembrane system, that is part of endomembrane system, both are, so that will be interconnected. What function done by this? It will be transferred to this one. Okay, so now then next function is there, that will be also responsible for the synthesis of, these are Golgi body. In Golgi body you can say the synthesis of glycolipids and glycoproteins. What things are prepared here? That is responsible for glycolipids and glycoproteins. Clear? Means here what will be there? We see that first of all Golgi, where it was discovered by Camillo Golgi. Now then that we have found that some structures are there, sac-like structures of disc-shaped structure is there, which will be one side is convex, other side is concave. Now then those sac-like structures he called cisternae. Now that cisternae, that group of those cisternae or bundles of those cells cisternae sac, these are called Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. Now then because it is not one cell, group of, so now then Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. In that what they are doing? They are performing a function to synthesize the packaging material. At that packaging material, maybe it will go to the intercellular space to package, to join that one. Maybe sometimes out of the cell. So now it will be where they require, they will go, that synthesizing material. Second function is there, whatever the things are produced in endoplasmic reticulum, it will transfer to the convex phase, where their changes, modifications will occur in that protein, and then it will move towards the mature phase, or mature phase is concave phase. Now then it will move to the where they require will go. Third function is there, that will be, they are responsible for the synthesis of glycolipids and glycoproteins. What I have written, glycoproteins, we have to write glycoproteins. Right, so this is the function, these are the functions, and you can see that the question answer that why give regions, why Golgi body or Golgi apparatus always facing to the towards the endoplasmic reticulum, why it is just present near the endoplasmic reticulum. Is the function is that, you know what endoplasmic reticulum done, protein synthesis is there, that will transfer to the protein synthesis, and lipids that will also form in endoplasmic reticulum, which we have done. Now the second is the endomembrane system. First one in the endoplasmic reticulum, second one Golgi apparatus. Now third one lysosome. Third organelle, a component of the system, that is lysosome. Lysosome is also, you know, in class 9th you have done, but a special name is given for that lysosome, that is lysosome. You know that is also called suicidal bag or digestive. It is also known as digestive bag or suicidal bag. Why it is called, we will see. So first, what is the connection with the, what is the connection of this lysosome to the Golgi apparatus? Because that is an interconnection. So now here, that is prepared by, that is formed by that sac-like structure. What is also membrane bound, sac-like structure, vesicle-like structure, and prepared by the formed by the Golgi body or Golgi apparatus, in which they have got, why it is called digestive bag? Because it contains number of digestive enzymes, other enzymes combinedly called hydrolases, or these are also glases. In that hydrolase, lipase, ages are there, lipase, carbohydrate. All these are the enzyme, carbohydrate. Third one, protease. these are the enzyme that is called hydrolysis, and combined it is called hydrolytic enzyme. Breakdown of water, hydrolytic enzyme. Hydrolysis, breakdown of water, hydrolysis. Now then that will be responsible because they are acting on that, and then hydrolysis will take place. So now then these are hydrolysis, that enzymes are which is present inside this vesicle, digestive bag, and number of sap also, number of that these things are there, because of these enzymes are helpful in digestion. So because of that it is called digestive bag. Okay. Now then why it is called suicidal bag? Because one more function is there. One function digestion there, it will helping in that. Second is there, that will also contain all those extra, means those broken pieces of that cell or component. It means the new cell organs are formed. So older pieces of that cell components, that will be absorbed by this bag. All those worn out pieces of old cells, now that will be absorbed by this bag, and that will be collecting in that bag. When it will full up, it burst out. So now then it's also called suicidal bag, because they will just absorbing all these things. When it is excess, that will burst out. So now that will call suicidal bag. So lysosome is also called digestive bag and the suicidal bag, because of enzymes present there helping in digestion. And second, suicidal bag because they are absorbing all those broken pieces of old cells. Now then that will be, when it will be excess, then vesicle will burst out itself. So now that is called suicidal bag also. This is lysosome. Next component is there, that is a vacuole. Vacuole is the vacuole, the difference in the plant cell, animal cell. Plant cell, that vacuole, in the plant cell vacuoles, again that is a sac-like structure. Sac-like structure, that membrane bound, single membrane bound is there. So this is a single membrane. This membrane is called tonoplast. It's very important MCQ. It is called, that is a tonoplast. It's very important because that will helping in the facilitated, helping in the transport, you can say, or to facilitate the transport of those ions, which are those ions against the concentration gradient. I told about the plasma membrane. How does they work? A passive transport, active transport, and one facilitated, where the integral protein is required. But here we will see this tonoplast, which will help to take ions from low concentration to high concentration, while in normal condition the movement of molecules occurs from high concentration to low concentration, but it will against the concentration gradient, it will facilitate the transport. Okay, so then in that the result is that inside this vacuole maximum high concentration of ions are present because of this type of transport, because they are absorbing all these. So that is a higher concentration of ions always, right? Otherwise there water sap is there, water is there, sap is there, number of waste products are there which are not used by plants, or that is not useful for the plants or any organisms. So now that will be, all these will be all unused or useless products which are not used for by the cell. So all these are in this. As you know, in case of animal cell, when we see the animal cell, in animal cell, what will happen there? Number of, means vacuoles are number of, large in number but small in size. Large in numbers but small in size. Right? That is in animal cell. Means small number of vesicles or vacuoles are there. But in case of plant cell, 90%, you can say large in number, you can say large in size, and less in number, or only one or two, you can say. Maximum, in plant cell, suppose this is a plant cell having cell wall, then cell membrane, and you know that the maximum 90% space is occupied by vacuole. 90%, and rest of the other cell components are just in this side, all these, and that the maximum portion occupying by these vacuoles, one or two. So now that is one difference is there in plant cell when we talk about animal cell and plant cell. So that will be in that way. So first they are, sometimes they are for storage. All those for some things that what things are there in cell, it will be remains inside the vacuoles. This tonoplasts is give a strength also, single membrane, but it gives strength also, and they are also facilitating the transport of ions against the concentration gradient. They are absorbing gradients from low concentration to high concentration. Now then, the result is there in vacuoles, maximum concentration of ions is there always. Second is there, that is space. Now maximum space in plant cell, in maximum space is occupied by the vacuole. And in that case of animal cell, that is a very small in number of cells vacuoles are there, but in very small number. So that is one of the difference between plant cell and animal cell in terms of vacuole. Okay, so now then next one, that is also, that vacuoles are interconnected. All these things are produced in that components, lysosome, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi body, then it will be stored here. Right? So that vacuoles, so you see that sometime in unicellular organism, you have seen amoeba. Amoeba? In amoeba, you see the phagocytosis and endocytosis. In class 9th, you have done the engulfing of food with the help of pseudopodia. Then it is called phagocytosis. When that food is entered, sink down in the food vacuole. Means sometimes in amoeba, when we talk about amoeba, and during the digestion, that food vacuole is formed. In amoeba, unicellular organism. Now in amoeba, food vacuoles are there. What will happen in food vacuole? Suppose this is amoeba. Okay, shapeless, irregular shape. Now some prey is there. So then what they will do? They will encase their pseudopodia and then engulfing that food. So that process, when they encasing their pseudopodia and capturing that prey, now that is called phagos. This process is called phagocytosis. But what happens here? When that food sink down here, see the temporary vacuole is formed. Okay, temporary vacuole is formed. That temporary vacuole is called food vacuole. Inside that, food will come and that prey will come here. Okay, so now then in that food vacuole, again the enzymes are there which will digest that food. That process is called endocytosis. In class 9th you have done. So now endocytosis, this one. So here we will see that means in sometimes that vacuoles modified into food vacuole, which will help in digestion. One more is there in amoeba also itself, that is a contractile in amoeba. One more, contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole means here contractile vacuole. What will be amoeba in itself? Means these are the modifications of vacuole. Means sometime it will, for digestion, it will converting into modifying into food vacuole. Here for the excretion, what will be there? They are doing the job of excretion. As you know, in our body, our kidney is doing that work. That is contractile. What will happen? Means here all toxic substances or undigested food will be collected in contractile vacuole. Right? All these. They will maintain the water balance also, water and salt balance, osmoregulation you can say. Now then slowly it will move towards the plasma membrane, and then it will come out and then burst out here. All these things are coming out, and then again it will be, membrane will be in a normal shape. And then this one means here vacuoles modified into, sometime into food vacuole, sometime into contractile vacuole. Here they are doing the job of digestion. Here they are doing the job of digestion. And here they are doing the job of excretion. Means here, means that is the vacuole is the same, but sometimes they modified to perform different functions. So these are the 4 cell components are there, or cell organelles are there, which are coming in the heading of in the endomembrane system, where the we see endoplasmic reticulum, which will be responsible for the protein synthesis and fat synthesis or lipid synthesis, you can say. And previous session we have done that one. Now then we have seen that Golgi body, lysosome and vacuoles. Right? So now that these four are coming under the endomembrane system. Next we will see, in next class you will see that one. Next cell organelle, that is mitochondria and chloroplast or plastids, you can say. Mitochondria present in both plants and animal cell, and plastids are present only in any plant cell. So then we will, next class we will do this one. So now this is clear about this. Now then go through that. I have taken everything from your book. Any line, any sentence if I missed, you can ask, note down in your book. If you are not, any confusion is there in your book, so you can ask, okay, and then go through that topic. Keep on revising that one, so that in last you don't have any problem. If you are keep on revising simultaneously, so there should not be any problem, okay.